The Prius has been known to be efficient, versatile, and practical, but this vehicle is a plug-in hybrid. It is the 2026 Toyota Prius Hybrid Plug-in, and it's the Nightshade Edition, which means you're going to get some pretty cool features. It's not the top trim level, the XSE Premium is, but you're going to be impressed with this vehicle. It's won a ton of awards, not just for safety, but also for design, efficiency, and it's easy to drive. The Nightshade is based off the XSE trim level, but what you're getting is 19-inch blacked out wheels. Blacked out details in this bright yellow is one of the special 3 colors that are available. This color is called Karashi. There's also a pearl white and of course black because it's the Nightshade Edition. You'll note some of the blacked out details include around the grille, around the headlights, and of course the wheels, the door handles, and all the detailed trim all the way around the windows and all the glass. Again, making this a very unique looking vehicle, especially in this color. I know some people think it looks like a yellow cab in New York City, but it is not. It is a much richer, brighter color. It almost looks like a Tesla. Under the hood is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine with 2 electric motors, totaling 220 horsepower. It's backed by a CVT transmission and only comes in front-wheel drive, although all-wheel drive will be coming in the future at an extra cost, and that will give us an extra electric motor which will be dedicated to the rear axles. All Prius PHEV models come with a 160 horsepower 2-liter gas engine that's paired with 2 electric motors. One that drives the front wheels, and another one that controls the planetary gear set. 0 to 60 time is 6.7 seconds. Fuel economy is 46 miles to the gallon combined, and that'll give you around 52 to 53 MPGe. If you want to go on all electric mode, you're looking at 101 MPGe, which will give you about 600 miles of range. Your electric driving range is around 45 miles, depending upon how you drive. Overall, if you love this great fuel economy, but you have no place to plug in, then look at the regular Prius. You'll be super impressed with great fuel economy and still all the benefits, except for you don't have to plug it in. Charging time for a typical 240-volt plug takes approximately 4 hours to charge this 11 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack. The Nightshade Edition gives you black side mirror caps, black wheels, and black details around the wheels, all this black, and of course a big glass roof. The warranty is 3 years, 36,000 miles, powertrain 5 years, 60,000 miles, but this hybrid powertrain will give you 10 years, 150,000 miles, and you get Toyota Care, which is 2 years or 25,000 miles of service. Inside the Prius, it seats 5 people. 2 child latch systems in the second row. Up front, you've got regular seating. It does have power on the driver's side and manual seat adjustments on the passenger side. The seating surfaces are faux leather, which essentially is vinyl, but what they've done to the interior is a big improvement. Standard is an 8-inch center screen or the optional 12.3-inch center screen, which is on our test vehicle. Really, really nice. I love the ambient lighting. It's very futuristic, and it almost has, again, sort of that maybe Tesla-ish style because it's obviously going head-to-head with the entry-level Tesla. But what you do have is USB-C charge ports out front, a regular outlet here as well below the climate control system, which includes 3-stage heated seats, and below that you've got wireless charging, 2 cup holders, and underneath this cover is a nice little hidden area, which is a great place to put your keys, your wallet, or whatever it is you don't want others to see. Further back, you have a shifter. Your charging system is here. You've got your hold button, your EV mode, your all EV mode, your parking brake. Inside the glove box, you've got 2 more USB-C charge ports because ABC always be charging, of which most of us do anyhow. Materials here are soft, which is nice. They did a nice job in a faux carbon fiber look, but again, very futuristic. I really like this. Your gauges are much like that of a previous Prius, but more modernized, and a lot of that information is right here. Your controls on your steering wheel are much like that of a regular Toyota small steering wheel, which I actually like, which makes you feel like you're driving a go-kart. Heated steering wheel, and there is a glass roof, both front and rear with manual sunshades. The handle to enter the second row is here. which is not what people expect. There's a lot of headroom in the second row. If you're taller, you might want to see what it feels like back here, because what you get in the front seat, you don't get in the back seat because of the design of the roof, which slopes back, which does limit some of the height available for tall people. But what you are getting is 2 latch systems on the outboard seating, cup holders that are built in, and a pocket behind the passenger seat. There are 2 more USB-C charge ports behind the center console that gives you a total of 6. And there's also a wall outlet connection. So if you want to charge your gaming station while you're on a road trip, that can be done. Coming around to the back of the Prius is this nice sloping roofline, all black detail. Prius is embossed into the back of this vehicle. Really nice, really clean. I really like this black detail on this Nightshade Edition. I think they're going to sell a lot of these. Your PHEV is here, and of course all black across the back. Really nice and modern as well as futuristic. So the one thing you're seeing here on the gauges in front of me is front cross traffic alert. That is an option in our test vehicle, has all the options. There's also rear cross traffic alert with emergency braking. All the rest of the safety features are standard. So you're going to get adaptive cruise control, and all of that is going to come standard on the Prius. That is part of the Toyota Safety Sense package. A lot of these safety features you can adjust. I have them all on because I want you to see what this vehicle offers. So all the vehicles that we get to test drive are fully loaded. So you're going to have the backup camera, which is standard across all vehicles, but you're also going to get the parking sensors, the rear cross traffic alert. Like I said, that is optional. I highly recommend it because there are some blind spots because of the design of anything that's a coupe design is going to have blind spots. And I really think you should have the cameras because you can't add safety later. So if you're looking for a vehicle for a new driver or someone that's very budget friendly or someone who's just plain frugal, this is absolutely a vehicle to consider. And one of the reasons I like this vehicle is because all the technology that's included, this 12.3-inch center screen is available on the higher trim levels. It's really nice because it's big. But on top of that, you can go to the music, you get your AM, your FM, your satellite radio. Again, some of these vehicles don't offer AM radio, although, according to Car Coach Reports, which is our news channel, you will see that it looks like it's going to become mandatory across every single vehicle because of the emergency services. So you'll be seeing that coming up in vehicles that don't have it, they're going to have to add it. But beyond that, you've got your phone connection for your Bluetooth, you've got all of your information here, and then if you want to make some changes to some of the general settings, you're only going to do that once, and so that's fine as well. Vents are here, nice, lots of airflow, which is important. It's not just about style, but it's about function, which this vehicle is all about functionality. 3-stage heated seats, like I said earlier, and tons of charge ports. There's 6 of them. JBL 8 speakers is optional. Otherwise, you're going to get the 6-speaker system, which is fine. It depends if you want to connect up your phone or you want to use what comes built into the vehicle. Either way will be perfectly fine. You've got tons of places to put things, cup holders in the doors, in the center. And you may think, who cares? You do if you're like me and you're always carrying a bottle of water and either a coffee or an energy drink or something. It's nice to have this all available to you. Nice, quiet interior. It's so quiet in here, it's like a library because it's an electric vehicle. The information that's on the gauge pod in front of you can be something you have to get used to. It's not like a regular gauge package. It has your speedometer, which is important, whether you're driving in the eco mode or you're driving in the power mode. You put your foot in it, and it's got power. It also has a charge mode because it has regenerative brakes, which is really nice to have. So it gives just a little bit more juice back to the battery. So if you're driving on EV mode, you won't feel like you're constantly looking to plug in. You won't have to. You can actually make this function for you well. And it's really, like I said, a great vehicle for kids going to high school or college because they don't have the money to fill up with fuel. So they can plug in at home or plug in at school, and they'll still have power to get them back and forth. And if they're not going too far or they're on campus, they'll love the EV mode. Much better pickup than the previous generation, which would be previous to 2025. Big changes for 2025. It won a ton of awards. And again, you can see once you take it for a test drive. One of the things I like about this vehicle is the fact that there is great visibility. Low sills, big piece of glass in front of you, so you can actually see what's going on the road in front of you as well as behind you. So while it may look like you've got limited visibility, you do not. And you can, of course, adjust the seat to make yourself higher depending upon your height. So all of this is part of what makes this vehicle so versatile for so many people. I have friends that own the older Priuses and they will not get rid of them. They say they're like the best thing ever. Even if the battery's not working and these super old cars are like 400,000 miles, these vehicles just keep on going because they're Toyotas. See, there is that caution cross traffic detector, which I like. In sport mode, it does not change the handling. It mostly changes the shift points, and yes, it will use up the battery quicker, especially getting off the line. And it will also use up more fuel because it needs more for the power. You can also obviously go into eco mode or just all EV mode. There is a button for that. But if you're looking to see how it handles really nicely because it is a car. It is low to the ground. It's a low center of gravity, which gives it really nice balance for handling. Look at that, right through the corners, no problem. And it's got good brakes as well. We'll try a U-turn here. I'd like to take all these cars to U-turn here to see if it makes it. Oh, nice. This vehicle has a nice tight turning radius. Almost didn't make it, but you know what? Makes it easier to park in a parking spot or getting into your garage. So a tight turning radius is always a bonus. That handles really nice. I mean, this is a nice little car. And you can drive it year round. It's front wheel drive. Put snow tires on it if you live in the snowy country. Otherwise, all seasons will be totally fine. There's going to be an all-wheel drive system coming in the future. Again, we don't have the pricing on that yet, and we don't have any release dates, but when it does become available as an all-wheel drive, you know they're going to add another electric motor, which will make it just a touch heavier, which will kill some of the range, but that rear motor will be dedicated to the all-wheel drive system, and Toyota knows how to handle that. So now we've moved to just the EV mode, just to give you a feel for pickup. It's going to be like any electric car. It's going to have some serious get up and go. Look at that. Pushes you back into the seat. And when you're driving in electric mode, sometimes it's just getting you to wherever you need to be. More safety features, because I looked away. You can change those and adjust those accordingly. But overall, this vehicle really offers a lot of value. And that's where I keep coming back to on the Prius, that if you told me I need to get a car, I don't have a lot of budget, something for a new driver, what would you buy? I'd buy a Prius. Whether it be a plug-in Prius or a regular Prius, you won't be disappointed with your choice. There are some pros and cons when it comes to the Toyota Prius, as well as some competitors. Let's talk about that, and remember that all the car reviews are here on Car Smarts, and all the car news is on Car Coach Reports. There is no spare tire when it comes to the Prius, but there is a tire inflation product that is located underneath the carpeted area in the cargo area. Cargo space is 20 cubic feet of storage. There is a charging cable that is included. Fold down those 60-40 split seats and you're at 26 cubic feet of storage. There are some pros and cons when it comes to the 2026 Toyota Prius Nightshade Plug-In Edition. The Nightshade is obviously one of my favorite features. It's very cool looking and it gives you a special personality that belongs with a vehicle like this that gets phenomenal fuel economy. And why people used to laugh at the Prius and make jokes about it, this is no joke. Great new styling, excellent space in front, good performance. Everything that you may have not liked about a Prius in the past, that's gone. The new Prius, as of 2025, has a ton of pluses. The only negative I could come up with is the second row might be tight if you're tall passengers. Otherwise, this vehicle fits all the bills. And when you talk about the competitors, it really does perform. The Tesla Model Y is, of course, one of the competitors. Even the Ford Mach-E is one of the competitors. They're saying the Mazda 3, but it's not available as a plug-in hybrid. The Honda Civic Hybrid and the Hyundai Kona EV. Anything that is a plug-in hybrid is essentially a direct competitor to this vehicle. It does offer a lot of value. And the one thing is, it's a Toyota. And that means that you're going to have phenomenal resale value, which you probably won't get with most of the other competitors. Now, when it comes to the price range, you're looking at $34,970 to enter into the plug-in hybrid of the Prius. It used to be called a Prius Prime. It's now a PHEV, a plug-in hybrid, going all the way up to the top trim level at $41,665. Our test vehicle is the Nightshade, which came in at $38,900, and I love this color. I think it's such a cool color. It stands out in the crowd, and I think that's kind of important when you're buying a vehicle like this. It has personality like much of that of the driver. Now, if you have any additional comments or questions when it comes to the 2026 Toyota Prius plug-in or the regular Toyota Prius, put them down in the comments below. There is more details in the description. And of course, if you'd like to find me on social media, it's there. And if you'd like to support our channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee that's listed in the link as well. I'm Lauren Fix. Thanks so much for watching.